Hi everyone, welcome to Karen's Corner. Thank you for joining me. Happy day, happy week, wherever you are, wherever you're watching this, morning, afternoon, getting ready to go to bed. I hope whatever's going on with that you all are safe and well. So I attended a mini retreat this past weekend, and it really focused on going within and being silent and still. And I thought I was being silent and still, but I did still have my struggles. I really enjoy the quietness sometimes, especially when I do meditate. So we're going to focus on that a little bit, just being still and quiet during our meditation today. But before we get started, let's go ahead and get a little movement in our bodies, just kind of shaking off whatever it is we brought into our sacred space. So work your way down onto your back. Once you get there, take your time. And you can go ahead and put a pillow underneath your head if that works for you. Oh, yeah. And then just take the time to settle in and begin to stretch in any way that feels good. So that just may mean feet on the mat, movement a little back and forth. It may mean extending the legs, taking a stretch in, or it may even mean hugging the knees in. Yeah, just notice where in your earthen vessel you're holding on to something. Maybe even breathing a little deeper for the first time this day. And then once you've worked through all those little kinks, let's just start with a little bit of stillness here. So extend the legs or keep the knees bent, whichever you prefer. If your legs are straight, just let the feet flop away from each other. Invite the body to become heavy. Close the eyes. Shift the gaze down toward your heart. And then consciously begin to relax the body. Just breathing in and out here, nothing to fix. Just settling into silence, stillness. Noticing if we're struggling in any way with being still. Sometimes it's hard to just come to a full and complete stop. Particularly in our world where we tend to reward movement and busyness as a way of being productive, and we forget that our bodies need to rest and restore. We need this silent time to connect with ourselves, this stillness. And just a few more heartbeats here. And then when you release your next breath, put a gentle bend into the knees. Walk the feet wide. And then give those knees a little movement back and forth. Eventually letting those knees settle over to the right. And maybe take that left arm up overhead. drop into stillness for a few breaths. Yeah, see if you can remain perfectly still with your breath. Gently invite the knees back to center, arms come to rest by the side. Reposition your feet so they're wider than hip width. Mat width is a good benchmark, a good measurement. Take a full breath in here, and then when you release the breath, drop the knees to the left this time. If you'd like, you can float that right arm up overhead. Close the eyes and then become still. Good, one more breath here. And bring the knees back to center. Good, hug both knees in, give yourself a squeeze. Arms can go around the shins or underneath the knees, whatever's comfortable for you. And then just notice, did you have any challenges with being still? Sometimes we crave stillness, and then when we get it, our minds don't follow. So whatever's going on for you, let that be okay. Meditation comes so easy on some days and so difficult on others. Mirrors our life, easy days, challenging days. Come back to center here, and then with your palms behind your knees, go ahead and straighten those legs up toward the sky, and then just take a few breaths here to bend and straighten the knees. Nice, and then the next time those legs are straight, you're going to charge up those legs, press through the heels, curl the toes back toward you, so the shoulders and the head remain on your mat here. Take an inhale here with the arms out to the side. On an exhale, release the legs in opposite directions. Inhale, come back to center. In and out with the rhythm of your breath. So focus on your breath, not how fast or slow I'm moving. The next time those legs are separated, hold here. Yep, you're going to feel a little bit of fire on those inner thighs. Press through the heel. Yep, activate, activate, activate. Great. Bring the legs together. Cross that right leg over the left, thighs to touch like you're sitting in a chair. Bend the knees and draw the knees in. So you can bring the palms behind you to the shins, maybe to the ankles. See if you can relax those shoulders still, relax the head. Take a full breath in here, and then exhale, draw those knees in a little bit more if you can. Feel a nice stretch in those hips. Sometimes I like to add a little rock. Back and forth. Find stillness. that stillness. Just notice, ooh, the hips are tight, but I'm going to be here in this silence and be with it. Take the breath there. Good. And then drop that left foot to the mat. So you're going to keep those legs crossed. And then release the knees over to the right. Now this can be a little intense, so you can adjust the intensity by moving your foot away from you just a little bit. If it's still too much, just uncross the legs. And then if you'd like, once again, float that left arm up overhead. Take the breath into the left side body. And then work your way to stillness. Release that left arm back down to the side. Knees come back to center. Uncross your legs. Walk the feet wide once again. And then just shake it out with a little movement here. Good. Coming back to center. Bring both knees in. Charge up those legs, send them up toward the sky. Press through the heels, toes curl back naturally. Shoulders are relaxed. In breath here, exhale, separate the legs. Back to center on the inhale. So take those legs as far out as is comfortable for you. That may mean a little or a lot. The next time those legs are apart, hold here. Press through the heels. Yep. Breathe in and out a few times. Legs connect in the center. This time left leg crosses over, thighs touch. Hug the knees in. Drop into stillness here. Notice the difference between the two sides. Is there a difference? Is there not? Couple of more breath cycles here. Yeah, sometimes silence can be really loud. And then begin to drop that right foot to the mat. Keep the legs crossed. Legs release to the left this time. Again, add or take away any sort of intensity by moving that bottom foot. Always the option to uncross the knees. Maybe take that right arm up overhead. Breathe into silence here. Release that right arm back down by the side. Bring both knees back to center. Uncross your legs. Walk the feet wide. And then give yourself a little release here. Beautiful. Release both legs long this time. Inhale. Float the breath and the fingertips up overhead. Grab that right wrist. Turn the palm away. Just take a nice big stretch into the right side body here. Maybe point those right toes away from you. And as you release your breath, release from the pose, arms come back down by the side. Inhale, once again, arms go up overhead. Left wrist, palm away. Left toes point away. And then release the breath, release the pose. Beautiful. Hug both knees in once again. Give yourself a hug. Roll over to one side and then work your way to your meditation posture. So if you want to remain reclined, that's great. If you want to move up against the wall, either seated or legs up on the wall, I'll give you a breath or two to get there. Take your time here, no rush. I also encourage you to gather any sort of cover up that you want, because sometimes the body tends to get a little cool when you're remaining still. So feel free to put socks on, cover yourself up with a blanket. I'm going to put a little sweatshirt on to remain nice and warm. Yeah, resist the urge to get stuck into what you perceive to be the perfect meditation posture. If it works for you, then it is perfect. So I know when I first started meditating, I thought, oh my gosh, when am I going to get 30 minutes of my life just to sit there and breathe? It's never going to happen. And I realized meditation can sometimes be just 3 breaths. So let go of any expectation of how you think it should be. And you don't need to be able to see me, you just need to be able to hear me. So wherever you are, make yourself comfortable. Take a few breaths in and out through the nose here. And then when you're ready, close your eyes. Shift the gaze down toward your heart. Bring your attention to your breath. And like you're playing Follow the Leader, begin to follow the natural flow of your breath in and out. So the jaws relax, the skin on your face is relaxed. Let go of any mental energy that is trying to distract you. It's okay if the TV is playing in the background or your kids are arguing or moving around. It's okay if the dog found its way to your meditation space. Yeah, just be with it all. There's nothing else you need right now at this moment but your breath. And if for some reason you got pulled away, distracted, it's perfectly natural. Nudge your awareness back to the flow of your breath. So the mind will attempt to pull you away, and it will be successful in pulling you away. But if you look at it from the perspective that you're strengthening your meditation muscle. I mean, you wouldn't run out a marathon. You wouldn't dash out and run a marathon right away, 26 miles, without prepping for it. You wouldn't start lifting weights without starting small. Even if you bake, sew, photograph, whatever your hobbies may be, you take everything in baby steps, and each time you do that, that muscle becomes better and better, stronger and stronger. So think of your meditation like that. It's okay to get pulled away. We just come back, and each time you're just building up that meditation muscle. Now, with your eyes closed, settle in. Gently breathe calm into your mind. Focusing on the mind right now. Breathe calm into your mind. Let the thoughts come and go like clouds in the sky. Maybe you want to silently say to yourself, breathing calm into my mind, inhaling calm, exhaling calm. Fill your entire mind up with this calming breath. And then keeping that with your next inhale, bring peace into your heart. Inhaling peace, exhaling peace. Consciously breathing that peace in. Breathe peace into your heart. Notice a little softness creep into the shoulders. Breathe peace into your heart. Keeping all of that. Next breath, breathe silence into your soul. Maybe even saying to yourself, breathing silence into my soul. Staying in this stillness, this silence. Breathe calm into your mind. Breathe peace into your heart. Breathe silence into your soul. Breathe calm into your mind. Breathe peace into your heart. Breathe silence into your soul. And just taking a few more breaths of this calm, this peace, this silence. When you're ready, begin to wiggle fingers and toes, inviting any sort of small movements back into your body. And staying right where you are, or if you'd like to lift yourself up to a comfortable seat. Blinking the eyes open, bringing the palms to the heart. May you have calm in your mind, peace in your heart, and silence in your soul. Thank you so much for joining me for this meditation and practice. I'm so grateful to have shared it with you. Until we are together again, from my heart to yours, I bow. Namaste. Thank you, everyone. See you next time on the mat.